No, welcome to the Segmented Podcast, the show where we bring you 3 segments each episode, ranging from discussion to improv. How you doing, Noah?
I'm doing quite well, Ben, although I feel kind of, off-settled in some sort of way, and I feel like there's something...
Off-settled.
Yeah, off-settled. You know, that's a word, right? That's probably a word. One moment, I'm Googling it.
It's a nonsense word. It's a nonsense word for sure.
Off-settled. Okay.
We're off to the races, folks.
Yeah, no, definitely not a word. But I mean, hey, I think people understand what I mean when I say off-settled. But no, I feel like something's off, and I definitely don't... I can't pinpoint it. Do you have any sort of ideas?
No, that's me. I got a haircut.
Oh, okay. No,
I told her 1 inch off the top, and she took 3, and I didn't even know I had 3 inches on the top.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm half bald now.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's rough. Thank you. But other than that, I'm doing fine,
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Other than that, I think I'm doing fine, too. The pigs that I bought 14 years ago got out. However, the cows that I trained to herd them were successful in herding them back into their pens. So that was really cool. That was the first time that my cows actually had to use their training, but I'm glad that everything went well.
Now that's impressive, because last time I asked about your cows between podcasts, you told me they weren't really up to snuff, but now they're doing well?
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
oh, cool.
I don't know what happened. The thing is, they kind of just they were just sitting there and standing there for the longest time, but I think that the pigs getting them out made them want to do things, and so I feel like that was just gave them that extra push that they needed.
Some cows sleep standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cows sleep levitating, actually.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It's called a causa leviosa.
It is actually called that, yes.
That's the Latin term.
Yeah, that's the technique that they use. It derives from Latin.
Well, I'm glad you're doing well.
How are you, other than the haircut debacle?
I'd like to start by saying I'm doing well, but I've been working for 3 hours to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow in my keyboard, and it's just not coming together. I think I split some wires somewhere, but I'm making progress, which is to say I've made no progress. So
yeah, no, I think that definitely has a direct correlation to your hair.
Yeah.
I
draw a lot of self-esteem from my hair,
mm-hmm.
So I think it may have translated to some other aspects of my life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, enough about your hair and about your keyboard. We're doing some pretty great segments today.
Oh, yeah.
What are those segments?
Today we're doing a 60-second improv story, Will You Press the Button, which I should probably pull up on my browser, and
Definitely.
Rants about everything and nothing.
Ooh, those are some nice, spicy segments.
Those are some spicy boy segments. It's gonna be lit, McDog. That's what the cool kids are saying, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's how that works. It's more like the other way around of you become a cool kid once you say that. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling thing.
I just became so cool, I think a half inch of hair just grew back on my head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Yeah, just do that a few more times, and then you'll get back to only an inch off the top, which is what you wanted.
Thanks, Patricia. Segment 1, 60-second improv story. In this game, we will in turn be given a name, a place, and a nonsense word, and we will then have to construct a 60-second improv story incorporating those elements. Who's going first, Noah?
I'm
glad you're prepared for this. I'm glad you had this all worked out.
One moment, I'm getting a coin to flip. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads. I start.
Perfect.
Wait, I don't actually know what I'm just gonna start.
Yes.
Let's do this.
We never determined what it would mean.
Nah, it's fine. It's good.
When you say you start, you do the story or you give the prompt?
Just give me the prompts.
Okay. Your name.
I'll take that.
Your name is Eric.
What a good name. Eric with a C or with a K?
With a C.
Dang it. It's not
as
cool anymore.
I know. We're starting off simple.
Yeah.
Your place is Raxacoricofallapatorius.
That's a Doctor Who reference.
It is. Tell me who lives there. Tell me who lives on that planet.
The fat ones.
I'll take it. And your nonsense word is twizzle.
Oh, that's a good nonsense word.
Thank you. I worked hard on it. I even looked it up to make sure it didn't mean anything.
I do that every single time.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure you bring up a 60-second timer. At 30 seconds, you will give me a boop sound to inform me that I have 30 seconds left to finish the story.
Cool. I need a timer now. Hold up.
Yeah.
Got it.
I have a question about what's the location again?
Raxacoricophalopatorius, but you can say like
Raxacoricocephalus. Okay.
Raxacoricophalopatorius. You can call it whatever you want.
I'm good.
It's the thought that counts.
It's a great place.
Just
okay.
Make your way through it. Make your way downtown.
Yep. Walking fast. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Your time starts now.
Eric Twizzle is not his name. Eric was a man from Earth, and he decided to go to Raxacoricophalopatorius and decided to go and try to take down the mothership of the Korgons. The Korgons decided to take him by storm, take his spaceship, and Eric was imprisoned. Unfortunately, this means that Eric has to go and try to escape. Fortunately, there was another alien life form there named Twizzle. Twizzle was a Corafax, and basically, Eric and Corafax decided to get out of the thing because Corafax is a slime-based creature who can actually go out of the just slime out of the jail cell and unlock all the things. And Eric got out, and they all went up to the pilot cockpit of the spaceship and killed everyone.
Boop,
and then stole their ship.
boop.
Okay. Nice.
Cool. That was surprisingly well timed.
I know.
I feel like we reached a stopping point, when everyone died.
Well, not everyone. Eric and Coraflax still stay alive. They stole the ship.
Coraflax is a very good sci-fi name.
I don't know what it means. I feel like it's an actual thing in real life, but...
I don't know. Flax, which is a type of seed, seems to be used a lot in sci-fi names.
Really?
I hear a lot of, flax in names, like Coraflax or Flaxacoricophalopatorius.
That's what I was just about to say, and then I realized I can't freaking pronounce it.
That's exactly what you were going to say.
Exactly. Flaxley. That was a bad one.
No.
It's fine. Okay.
It's not fine.
So, your name is Saoirse.
Saoirse. I'm going to write these down.
Okay, the location is the library.
The library?
The library.
The library.
The
Proper
library.
Noun.
It's basically the only library.
The single library.
The singular one and only. And your nonsense word is Scrotchnick.
Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
No, it's a nonsense word. It has no meaning.
Scrotchnick.
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 Would you like me to spell it for you?
CK or just K?
It's just K.
Perfect. Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Saoirse, the library, Scrotchnick.
Exactly. You have 60 seconds on the clock once I get it up. I just accidentally typed in 60 timer on the internet. Okay, you have 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
There once was a girl named Saoirse who worked in a library. She was actually the assistant to the librarian, not the assistant librarian, the assistant to the librarian. They're very different. And she one day was told to go get some books from the basement, because that's where they kept the books, was in the basement and on the shelves, but mostly in the basement. And she went down to the basement and heard a scratching noise from the corner, and she was like, what's that? And she went and she checked it out, and it was like a little Furby-esque kind of creature, like a furry little something weird, like a furry bowling ball with legs. And she was like, what are you? And it's like, I'm a Scrotchnick. And she was like, oh, what do you do? And it's like, I eat books. And so she became best friends with it, and they eventually fell in love, and they bought their own library.
Time.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Aww.
That was the end.
Why did they fall in love with the... I mean, like...
Are you questioning?
I mean, I'm only questioning the fact that they fell in love with someone who was literally eating away their occupation.
Well, she wasn't happy there.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
In the
I mean, never mind.
In the 2-minute version, I would have touched on her feelings of insignificance and existentialism.
Ah, Okay, yeah, fair enough. Unfortunately, this is only a 60-second improv story.
The 30-second beep messed with me.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to it. I just forgot about it this one time.
Yeah,
Since
this
you
one
do
time.
it every time.
Yeah,
which I'm
every
used
single
to.
time. Yes,
Yes.
because you are Ben. Exactly.
Yes.
So,
It's hard to tell because my hair is shorter.
Yeah. Yes. Very true. Very true. Are you ready to give me my next one?
I
will hopefully do much better.
I am quite ready. Your name is McRolf.
That is an awesome name.
It is, and it's your name.
Oh.
To do with as you wish.
Okay, McRolf.
Your place is Alabama.
Ah.
As in the state in the South.
As opposed to...
The other one.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, got it.
And
Sorry.
your nonsense word is flibblestub.
What a great flibblestub.
It's a very good flibblestub.
Okay, let me guess
It's
how you spell
spelled
this.
phonetically.
Is it FLIBBLESTUBB?
Only one B.
Well, it's spelt wrong.
You're spelt wrong.
Well, actually, yours often spelt wrong.
That is unfortunately true.
All right. You can start the timer whenever.
Oh, right, the timer. Do, 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 do. Okay, are you quite ready?
I'm rather ready, yes.
Well, that's not quite ready, but I'll take it. Your time
I'm the
starts
most ready.
now.
Clarence McRolf, the sheriff of Alabama, the whole entire state. One day, he went out into the town, and there was a tumbleweed, and it went doo-doo-doo-doo. It made a sound effect that sounded like the Twilight Zone, and not what I was going for. So basically, this guy named Clarence, he went out to the town of Alabama. Shoot, I'm butchering this. And there, he saw people robbing the bank. So instead of just standing there, he got out his gun, and he ran over to them, and he took out his 1400 flibblestub, which is his pistol, and he pointed at the people. He busted through the doors, and he said, "Hey, put your hands up and drop that money." And they didn't listen because they are robbers and they don't like the law. So what they did instead was throw the money at Clarence, and he got knocked unconscious. The robbers ran away and got all the money, and
Boop.
I suck at this.
You know what? It was.
No, wasn't. Don't.
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool. You're
now,
right.
The little Twilight Zone noise, was that possibly in reference to how I was humming while finding the timer? Or
No, it wasn't.
I was
that
just
was
thinking
me.
I was humming "The Single Ladies" by Beyonce, so you would have really.
No, I was trying to think of the tune that goes like like the Western theme with like the eyes.
Oh.
But it turned into a bad version of the Twilight Zone theme.
Did it?
It did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it even get that far?
No, I don't think I could even justify it and say that it did. So.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We all. Yes. We all. Perfect.
Segment 2, Will You Press the Button? So basically, we're going to go to this website known as willyoupressthebutton.com. It will be in the show notes for anybody who wants to try it out with us. Basically what it does is it presents a situation and then has an exception. So it says, but this, and basically it asks if you would press the button. If you press the button, it means yes, you agree to the circumstances and the stipulations, and if you don't press the button, then that means no, you will not do that. And so basically we just do is play it, have a discussion about the questions, and like riff on it, and it's real fun. So, what's our first question?
It looks like our first question is, or our first situation and exception are, you will get to live in any fictional realm of your choosing and develop any relevant powers or abilities. But no one will be your girlfriend there either. This one is complicated for me.
Yes.
But not too complicated because I am Ben.
Yes. Exactly.
And
honestly, I think at this point, if I am going into the fictional realm that is The Legend of Zelda, and I go in and it's freaking awesome, and I'm just going all over Hyrule and on my horse, I don't really need a girl, do I? But also Zelda's there, but I can't be with her. That's conflicting.
That is definitely interesting. See, the thing about me is that anyone who knows me knows that, knows that I am Ben. And also that...
That's what I was gonna say.
And also knows...
Everyone that knows you knows that you won't ever have a girlfriend.
Exactly. See, that's the thing that everyone knows about me, Ben, is that I'm not going to have a girlfriend no matter where I am. So this works for me. I'm gonna press the button.
Press it. Do it, Ben, because you are definitely Ben.
It got freaking pressed.
Wow. What's the percentage ratio on that?
That was like, it was 69% positive.
Ah, that's really sad.
Yeah.
What if you can speak any foreign language fluently, but won't be able to speak English anymore?
Ooh.
That's just like
that's
changing your language.
That's gotta be better, right? I mean, it would be more difficult to live in America, but living anywhere else would be exponentially easier. Except for all the places where they also speak English.
Wait, so when it says you can speak any foreign language, it's asking if you can speak all other foreign languages.
Yeah, like all of them.
Oh.
That has to be better.
I would definitely do that. If we're talking about all other foreign languages, but you can't speak English. That said, what if you can still write in English, right? And you can read in English? You just can't speak English.
That's still almost just as difficult, though. Well...
I am learning ASL, so I can just communicate to the world with that.
Oh, alright then. You're good.
I'm not actually learning ASL, but I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I would press the button, because that seems like there's no downside. Wow! 53% of people would, and 47% wouldn't. Huh.
Ooh.
Interesting.
You never have to eat, drink, or sleep, but you age twice as fast as everyone else.
No. What?
That one doesn't even seem super difficult. I don't know about anyone else, but I enjoy eating, drinking, and sleeping. And
I think you enjoy it because you need it.
No, I enjoy French fries because they're French fries, and I definitely don't.
You're right.
I definitely don't need them. And I also enjoy aging at a regular pace. So this one, I will not.
Okay.
I want to know the stats on this one.
If we do the math here, a third of your life is spent sleeping.
Okay.
So that means if you decide to press the button, that means you would get a third of your life back, but then it would also be decreased by 50%.
So mathematically, that means you get a different amount of life.
It means you would get slightly less than everyone else, but not completely half of it.
Well, it doesn't matter. We are in the majority. 77% of people would not press the button.
Good, because they're smart and not stupid.
Well,
which is, yeah.
We don't know them. We shouldn't make assumptions.
I guess you're right. You gay. You gay.
Try again.
Okay. You gain freaking heck.
It's okay, you'll get there.
I was just about to. Okay. You gain an unlimited amount of money to do whatever with. But from the day you receive the money, you lose all memories before that point.
Yes. Heck yes. There are no downsides to that.
Oh, yes.
No downsides. Because I, Ben, am sad. You become the best artist in the world, but you lose your sight and cannot see any of the art you create, but you can still create it at full quality.
Oh, what? That's an interesting, I think, as a graphic designer, I think that I wouldn't be able to operate blind super well.
Well, it says you can. It says you can.
But as an artist, I'd say yes.
I would say no. Because you're not just blind to your art, you're blind like all the time.
Yeah.
So you're not just blind to your own art, you're blind to all art.
But also you're the best artist in the world.
But that's just fame. That's just success. I am of deeper moral caliber than that.
Yes, you, Ben.
I, Ben, am of such deep moral caliber.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I will not do it then.
Oh, well, I'm not saying you can't, but I'm
not doing
going
it.
To.
No,
All right,
you
okay.
convinced me.
Well, you, me, and 63% of other people also did not.
That is 63% of all the human race, just to clarify. Just 63% of everyone else. All 7.5 billion people in the world.
Yes.
Which, that was the one question that everyone in the world has actually answered. Which I'm sorry, listeners, for boring you with that one. Because I know you've done it, because everyone has to once they're born. So
Exactly. That was just a recap of the poll they gave you when you were a child.
Yeah, obviously. But they already knew that. It's fine. It's fine. Let's move on to this next one. Oh, frick. It has the words "and unlimited" again. Okay.
You can do it.
You have an unlimited supply of various wines for the rest of your life, but you can never drink water again. Also, you can't drink the wine because you're both under 21 years of age. Period.
Excuse me? I, Ben, am 35.
I don't remember that ever happening. Wow.
Me being 35?
Yeah.
That happened when I got the haircut.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you looked older.
Exactly.
I think that was the main thing here.
Yeah.
I think that's what really was unsettling. Offsettling.
The fact that I'm 35, yeah.
Well, the fact that you looked
As far as the question, I would say no.
No.
Because, first of all, ew. Second of all, that's just not healthy.
Yeah.
And third of all, if you have ever woken up thirsty at like 2:30 in the morning, water tastes completely differently at 2:30 in the morning when you're thirsty.
Wait, it tastes differently?
It tastes completely differently.
So the way that the water
way that the water
perceives...
tastes is different.
Yeah. Got it.
But
that was a really stupid joke.
Yes.
It's like that one episode that we did. Remember that one time, Ben, when we did that one thing? It was that infomercial product that makes you taste like other people.
I remember that. That sounds
Classic.
like it could even be real.
It was real.
Yes, I remember how it was real.
Yes, the episode is called "Want to Taste Like Johnny Depp?" ?
I remember the title of that episode because I helped you name it. Because
you
I am
actually
Ben.
didn't. Because you're Ben.
I did because I'm Ben.
Ah, you don't actually do any of that because you're Ben.
I don't do
okay.
anything because I'm Ben. Because I'm Ben, I don't do any work. I don't help. I don't edit.
You just show up.
I don't do anything.
Yeah.
I live in my mom's basement.
Why is that?
Because I'm Ben.
It's very true, very true.
You can shapeshift into any person you want.
Ooh.
But you can never go back to your regular body. Ooh.
Ah. I don't know. I feel like I'm losing a part of me at that point.
No, I'm fine with this one, actually. Because I am Ben, and I want to look differently.
Would you shapeshift into a version of yourself that has slightly longer hair?
You know what? Because I'm Ben, I think I would change myself just completely.
Because you're Ben.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am absolutely pressing the button. And so did 64% of people.
They would.
Because they are also Ben.
Everyone's Ben, really.
Except you.
Except for me. No, obviously not. I'm the only not Ben. That's what makes me so special. We're the only podcast that is not run by at least one non-Ben co-host.
Yes.
Which is me. Not Ben. I'm Noah.
Cool. Segment 3 rants about everything and nothing. We use a random word generator, because of course we do, and we take the first word and we rant about it.
Uh-huh.
And that's the whole game. That's it.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole game.
Speaking of ranting, do you know what I hate?
What?
Bottles.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Bottles are the worst.
They are the worst.
See, with a bottle, it's like, first of all, either it's made of a structurally sound material and it's
like
awful,
glass,
and then it's
like,
awful, or it's made of like a structurally unsound material, like
yeah, and so like plastic
Yeah.
is fairly unstructurally sound,
And it's
because you can like
awful.
squeeze it. It's awful, and it makes a bad crinkling sound, and nobody likes that. But also, if you do that, then it melts sometimes in your hand, which never happened to me, but I've heard it happens with people with really hot hands.
That's happened to me. My hands are just the warmest hands, and bottles melt in my hands.
Yeah, it's awful. And also, like, glass bottles are like nice, but then they break, and then you drop them, and glass gets everywhere, and it kills your family.
And you know what?
And
Glass bottles also melt in my hands.
Oh, wow, you just have really hot hands.
Yeah, and you know what else is melting?
No.
The ice caps. And do you know why?
Because of global
penguins.
Localization.
Because of penguins.
Freaking penguins.
It's because of the penguins. Because the penguins, they walk around on the ice and they're all like,
with their warm bellies.
My little fins won't do anything. My insubordinate amount of cuteness won't ruin anything. And then the ice caps just melt.
Yeah, they're being freaking naive, and I absolutely hate penguins. The only thing worse than penguins are hoppers.
Hoppers?
Do you know what I mean when I say hoppers?
I know
mean
exactly
things that hop,
what you mean.
like bunnies.
Or crickets.
And, crickets.
Crickets are so noisy. Like, you think you have a good joke, and then, like, as soon as you finish the joke, the crickets just start heckling you, like, cricket, 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 cricket. It's the worst.
No. Ugh. It is the worst. I totally agree.
And you know what other bugs that annoy me?
No, I don't, but
yes,
please
you do.
Elaborate.
Bumblebees.
Ah!
I do furiously dislike bumblebees. Because you know what? They're also melting the ice caps.
And they're also melting in your hands.
Like glass bottles.
Like glass and plastic bottles. Glassic bottles, as we call them.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Bumblebees are actually the #1 cause of penguins. And the penguins are #1 cause of the ice caps melting. Which, in turn, is a very big issue. Because the ice caps melting is actually causing global warming.
And that's a statistic taken from the New York Times, 2018.
Indeed, it is. What we need to do is eradicate the freaking bumblebees. And I think we should just have hornets. Hornets are great. But, like...
You know,
bumblebees?
I'm gonna challenge you on that one.
Ooh.
I think hornets are worse than bumblebees. Because if you really examine a hornet, you'll find that hornets do actually cause the flu.
I actually hate hornets.
Yeah, let me explain
So I don't even know what I was
myself.
talking about.
Because hornets, they carry the flu. And when they fly next to you, osmosis occurs. And then you have the flu.
What's osmosis? I
Osmosis.
forgot what that word means.
Osmosis is like when you've got two things and one of them and the other one. Oh, if you asked me this morning what osmosis was, I would have thought I know the answer.
It's biology, chemistry, a process by which molecules of a solvent pass through a semi-perimeter. I freaking hate osmosis. Osmosis is the worst. It's way too complicated. You know what's worse than? Nothing's worse than osmosis.
Nothing is worse than osmosis.
Nothing. It's basically two people or two things get up to each other and then basically becoming one. And nope, that's no good.
It's like marriage. Which is also just the worst.
It's the worst.
I am Ben, and I approve this message.
You're a message of hating marriage.
Yes. You heard it here first, folks.
Whoa! I just cracked all my fingers, which I hate. I hate cracking my fingers.
Were you cracking your fingers, or was the penguins
They were
cracking
the penguins.
your fingers? Or were you cracking
the
penguins? Or
I
are
think
the penguins on crack?
That is a very different thing, but it might be true.
Because they're melting the ice caps.
You know what? It is crystal.
Is it?
Yeah, the ice caps are just a bunch of crystal crack cocaine.
Which I hate about them.
Yeah, no, it's... Everyone says they're ice caps, but they're not. They mean like crystal ice, which means cocaine and methamphetamine.
And it's also like a Gatorade flavor.
Yeah, which is like a gateway drug. It's bad.
Gatorade's
not good.
Worst.
Ah, gross. Do you know what's worse than Gatorade? Baloney.
Yes. Baloney. Because
I hate baloney.
If you look at how baloney is spelled, by rights it should be Bologna, which is so much more fun to say. Who thought, hey, if we're going to call this Bologna or baloney, let's call it baloney, because that's less fun to say.
What's really funny is the fact that this random word generator actually spelled it Baloney.
And that's stupid. Are you sure it's not a different word?
I'm pretty sure it's a different word.
And you know what else this random generator has brought to my attention? Is that cuddly people are the worst.
Freaking cuddly people. It's like a cuttlefish, but worse.
Cuttlefish are cool. Cuddly people.
Yeah, I know, but they suck.
Like, stay in your own lane, Patricia. That's the woman who cut my hair.
Oh, Patricia.
Right. And if
friggin' Patricia. Let's just talk about Patricia for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Don't you hate when you go in to get your hair cut and you're like, this is how much hair I want. It can't be any more than that. It can't be any less than that. And they're like, honey, I got you. And they start trimming your hair. And then it's just completely
3
not
inches.
what you asked for. It's
3
like,
inches instead of 1.
and then it's like, bruh, Patricia.
Patricia, I have a podcast to do.
You're like
I can't do
look
a podcast.
like this for my podcast.
Absolutely not.
I may have a face for radio, but my hair is for television.
Yes.
And Patricia, she's like a penguin. Patricia is like a penguin.
She is. Melting those ice caps, getting all warm. It's terrible. I hate it.
So what we've determined is that everything is Patricia's fault.
And everyone is Ben, and everything is Patricia's fault. Because, frankly, Patricia's the one. I bet Patricia, you know what? I would put money on the fact that Patricia has and houses a bunch of bumblebees inside bottles. I bet she would.
You know,
she so would.
I know that she does, because I am Ben, Patricia is my mother, and I live in Patricia's basement.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry
I know.
to insult your mom.
She keeps bees and hornets in glass bottles, plastic bottles, other material bottles.
That's unbelievable.
You're the worst. You know, I'm gonna rant about that. You're the worst for making bad puns all the time.
Yes.
Yes, join me in ranting about that.
Man, I'm the freaking worst. Nobody loves me.
Exactly.
I'm sad. I'm just a lot.
No.
Well, I've experienced the whole range of emotions for the segment. I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been angry.
I have experienced only one emotion, and that is Ben.
Ah, that is a good emotion because
the emotion
you are
of
Ben. Because you are Ben.
I ought to feel. I ought to feel Ben.
Yes.
Because I am Ben.
Indeed. That is the end of the show. We hope you did enjoy it. What did we learn today, Ben?
Well, first of all, we learned that I am Ben.
Indeed. We also learned that Patricia's the worst because she just accumulates all of the worst things about life and puts them in bottles.
We also learned that Noah is completely incapable of saying Raxacoricophalopatorius.
And unlimited. That is also something that he is incapable of saying.
As seen clearly. We also learned that I'm Ben.
Indeed. And finally, we learned that you are Ben, and not anyone else.
That's me.
You can find Noah on Twitter at Nomich_, and you can find Ben at his website, www.ashleyklassen.com. You can email the podcast at segmented.fm@gmail.com, and you can support the podcast by giving us your money at patreon.com/segmentedfm, where you can get extra goodies, talk to the hosts, mainly just Noah, on live chat, and very occasionally listen to the recording sessions live. But the best way that you can support the podcast is to leave a review on iTunes so it boosts search results so more people can find it, and share it with friends. If you have any friends, if you don't have any friends, I'm sorry, go get friends, and then indoctrinate them into the Segmented podcast. With that,
I
am
very
good
at
being
a
person
who
is
Ben.
Yes. I was just trying to push you toward that the whole time.
That's where I was going from the first word.
Yeah, same. What are those segments?
Those segments are
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
the ones you told me we were doing earlier, which were...
One moment, let me send it to you.
Back to you, Noah. Noah over at Weather is going to give us a report of what the cold front is looking like.
You won't ever have a girlfriend.
Exactly. See, that's the thing that everyone knows about me, Ben, is that I'm not going to have a girlfriend no matter where I am. So, this works for me.
Yes. I definitely think that Ben will appreciate us saying that.
That's why I said it, is because I know he'll be so pleased.
Well, that's okay. This is the episode where we trash Ben in the most roundabout way. We just insult him, but, like, it's you.
I mean, how else would you want to use that opportunity?
I don't know, he gave full consent to this idea, so
well, okay
it's
then,
fine.
This is his reward.
Yes.
You better keep that in there. Because I, Ben, am sad. How much of this is usable?
All of it.
That was weird. I don't know what happened to my
voice.
voice. Does it sound any better now?
Oh, yeah, much better. That was odd. Yeah, no, it sounds great now.